distinguished guests, graduates, members of faculty, and ladies and gentlemen. It's with great pleasure that I welcome you all today to the second graduation ceremony that we've held for UK Versity. What I'm going to start with, I'm going to introduce the guests so everybody knows who everybody is, and start with our Lord Mayor, Councillor Newman, who originates from Liverpool, I believe, but after 40-some years, I think he's now a well-established man. Second guest is Danielle Fallon, who is one of the awarding body. She's actually the Business Development Manager of NCFE, which is one of the awarding bodies that we use, that the qualifications go through. Mr. Paul Penman has not arrived yet, but I'll introduce him anyway because he will probably take his seat during the ceremony. He's the co-founder of the London School of Marketing, who is another awarding body that we use for different qualifications. The staff, we have lead tutor in travel, which is Anjum. We've got Farouk, who's also the IT lead tutor and computerised programmes. Ali Tar, who's Business Development Executive. Board advisor is Upen. A bit about my role. My name is Phil Hodkinson. I'm the lead tutor of tutors and also IQA. That means I look after the quality control of the qualifications that go through. Once the assessors have completed their assessments with the students, those are passed on to me to sample through to make sure that all the assessments have been fair and that they've completed the qualifications to standard. The other part of the role is to liaise with awarding bodies to make sure that we're fulfilling their needs, and also if there are any changes to qualifications or any new qualifications that come through, my job is to liaise with them to make sure that that happens. I'll introduce now Mr. Raman Singh to say more about our establishment. Amongst his many roles, I would describe him as the driving force behind the organisation. Mr. Raman Singh.
Very good morning to you, my Lord Mayor, distinguished guests, graduates, members of the faculty, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the second graduation and presentation ceremony of UK Versity. I think it's been possible because of you guys, and you've been able to achieve your qualifications last year, and we've all worked together to be able to come to this stage wherein we are in the graduation ceremony. There are a couple of things that I would like to recap. It gives me an opportunity to obviously share a few things with the distinguished guests and also with our fellow students. Firstly, obviously I would like to congratulate all of you on the fantastic achievements that you've been able to do. And I know this year, as a provider of e-learning courses, we have added on a lot of new courses, especially in computing, health and social care, and some of you are also graduating with teaching qualifications. So it's given us the length and breadth in terms of the qualifications that we want to deliver, and we are seeing that happening because of a lot of uptake happening from learners like yourselves. It will be fair to say that as one of the leading online providers in the northwest of England, we have grown year on year, and obviously last year we had 119 graduates. This year I'm quite proud on behalf of myself and the staff members, and this number has reached 200. Today we have in the hall about 130 which will be receiving awards, diplomas and degree certifications. Some of you will be receiving dual awards, which is an achievement in itself. Secondly, when I look back in terms of our teaching and learning strategy, what we've been able to do is the introduction of webinars has changed our delivery model to blended learning delivery, which has meant that a lot of you are able to achieve the qualifications because of the tutor support that you receive, and that has led to a very high number of achievers. And I'm proud to again say that there are 98% of you who have enrolled with us last year, and 98% of those graduates or learners who have enrolled with us are actually graduating today. Lastly, without taking too much of the time, what I would also like to say that obviously graduation ceremony is for some of us a an end because you achieved the qualification. But for a lot of us, we will see this as a new beginning, because you'll be stepping into the corporate world, in the business world, and you'll be maybe starting new careers in terms of new jobs and all over the world. Of course, we will accept our graduates, and I hope that our graduates will become our ambassadors when you travel and obviously get employed globally. One of the things that I would, and some of our tutors do stress, is the fact that wherever you work in the world, it will help transform lives locally and globally. And that suits in quite, it's a fitting line that suits in with our tagline of the institution, which is education that empowers lives. In the end, I would like to take this opportunity to wish you the very best of luck for the future, and also would request that you continue to be in touch with us so that we can share some of the achievements that you are making in the corporate world with some of the fellow learners or colleagues who join us at UK Versity. So let's come together and celebrate the achievements of the graduates which are graduating today, not just the graduates but families and friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and I'm very pleased to be here. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, guests and learners. I would like to congratulate all the graduates, their families and friends who share your proud achievements today. I'm pleased to attend today and to recognise the achievements of the graduates of UK Versity. You have challenged yourselves to achieve the qualifications which I hope will take you a step closer to advancing your careers, and I know that all the family members here must be very proud of your graduates at home and with your support. They've worked hard, and no doubt you've contributed towards the atmosphere and the encouragement where people have worked hard and have been able to graduate and be here today, and obviously you're very proud and you're right to be so. Technology has changed the way we create, consume and disseminate information. Private providers like UK Versity are using these advancements in technology to deliver British education coupled with British values to learners globally. I know myself that I'm someone who didn't go to a traditional university, but later in life I was very much involved studying through distance learning. I studied with the Open University for several years and eventually graduated with a good degree in social sciences, and I know the effort that actually is involved with distance learning. It's obviously important to try and have that contact with your tutors personally if possible, if not remotely, but at the end of the day distance learning so much involves working hard, disciplining yourself rather than just being with everybody else turning up for a lecture, and that does require that self-discipline. So I know from my own experience what that involves, and I really congratulate you all on your efforts. My theme as Lord Mayor is community cohesion and mutual respect between the community, the diverse communities and individuals of Manchester. Some of you will live in Manchester, some of you may have just come here for the day for the awards, but obviously you've been involved with a college based in Manchester, and we are very proud of our diverse communities, and we're very proud that we need to respect each other, work together. We had a terrible atrocity a couple of months ago. I won't dwell on that, but we as a city know that the way we have to deal with that kind of situation is to make sure that we stay together proudly as people, many who've lived here for generations, some who've come here much more recently, and their children and so on growing up in the city. We want to make sure that everybody respects each other, works together, and that way we build strong communities. So in closing, I want to emphasise the point that's been made by Mr. Singh, that education empowers lives. British values and education systems have laid a strong foundation for equality, diversity, growth and prosperity across the globe. I'm happy to see UK Versity delivering further education courses online and trust they are helping to meet the needs of employers, businesses and individuals in the community. So once again, congratulations to the graduates. Well done to the families who've given those graduates their support, and thank you very much. And
management, accounting, finance, marketing, systems, human resources. And that's gone on and enabled me to have a very interesting job as a teacher initially, to get promoted into management positions, to develop software and systems, and ultimately to start and build my own organisation. That's in turn given me the opportunity for a high quality of life for myself and for my family, to build relationships with amazing people, to travel, to learn new things, to keep understanding, and I continue to study. So can I also encourage you to never stop learning and to keep going on. Okay, thank you.